Hi there. So your conversion tracking is not working very well. You're seeing a lot less conversions and a lot less revenue in GA4 and Google Ads. Well, there's a number of common reasons for this. The first thing is you're not using Google Tag Manager. If you're using a plugin such as Sitekit here, or a integration, and there's many of those, such as on Shopify, you've got the GA4 and YouTube app. These integrations and plugins claim that you can implement Google Analytics within a few seconds. The problem with that is they're rubbish. They rely on third-party tracking, and so they often get blocked or cookies get cleared, which affects the data quality of your GA4 and Google Ads tracking. So what I recommend is you move on to GTM, implement GTM, because it will give you a much more robust implementation. Now, if you're using GTM, which you should be, the other thing that often causes problems is that people still have other integrations and plugins live. So on Shopify, for instance, we often find that the GA4 and YouTube app is present, even though the company has GTM. There's no need to have both, and it causes conflicts, potentially data duplication, and it also reduces data quality. So make sure you just use GTM. The third thing is GTM is great, but Web GTM is still third-party tracking. So really you should be moving to a solution such as Stape that offer server-side tracking hosting. Now this allows you to use first-party cookies, which don't get cleared so much by browsers and browser extensions and ad blockers. And Stape has a custom loader which helps mask your tracking from ad blockers, so it's particularly effective, and it's also a very cost-effective solution, starting for as little as $24 a month. Okay, now the next thing to look out for is if you are setting up server-side tracking, you must set up a custom domain, as in a subdomain of your own domain. So here on Conversion Uplift, you can see in the request, you can say it's going to data.conversion-uplift.co.uk. So it's going to our own domain, a subdomain, and this means that tracking is first party. It doesn't get blocked very often. It's much more robust. You get better data quality, you get more conversions, you get more revenue captured. So that's really important. If you're going to set up server-side tracking, it's essential that you set up your custom domain. Indeed, with one of our clients, we recovered over £11 million of revenue that was being tracked by the original client-side tracking integration. And that led to an increase in their Google Ads conversion rate from less than 1% to over 16%. And finally, for Google Ads, don't rely on a GA4 integration with Google Ads as your primary source for tracking and for bidding. Make sure you set up a server-side GTM tag to track and measure your Google Ads conversions. It will give you a much higher conversion rate and much higher revenue, which will improve your optimization activity. So that's it for today. Thank you.